Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Just give me a second. We'll start in a few minutes. Thank you. Magandang hapon sa mga nagkakape dyan. Kape muna tayo, kape-kape. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. I hope everyone is doing well today. Magandang hapon. Ang ganda ng hapon natin today. It's a very blessed Sunday. It's 5:06 in Manila, 5:06 p.m. and it's actually 5:07 or 5:07 El Punto there in the morning in the United States in New York. It's 12:07 there in UAE. So greetings sa ating mga avid viewers dyan sa United Arab Emirates. So shout out sa mga team UAE. Hello, hello, hello. Kamusta naman ang inyong day off? Okay pa ba? Karamihan sa inyo, alam ko ang karaniwan day off is normally on a Friday onwards, no? So magandang hapon. Sana ini-enjoy ninyo ang inyong day off, and thank you for keeping me company sa ating daily show, no? Ang ating daily crypto miner news and other relevant information. Today our topic is about the anonymous, no? Elon Musk and the other important news. So welcome to my show. And if you're new to my show, I'd just like to give you a couple of updates and information. So let me just make sure that the screen is not buffering. So let me know if you guys could hear me well. Type 1 if you could hear me. All right, I think we're good, no? So what I'm showing in my screen right now is the new video na ilalabas natin over the next couple of days. In fact, I think tomorrow lalabas natin tong video na to. I created a video. I created a video that is going to describe, no, it's an 8-minute video. It will describe to you how to navigate our learning system. Ang dami nyo kasing nagtatanong kay Coach, ano bang gagawin? Anong uunahin? Ang dami mo ng videos. Ano bang uunahin namin? No, sabi nila, anong uunahin namin, Coach? What should we do first, no? So I created an easy to understand Tagalog video that you can use to be able to know anong uunahin mo. I described everything there, pati yung pangalan ng videos na uunahin mo. And then if you are someone na gusto mong tulungan si Coach MirandaMiner sa pagpapalaganap ng ating free video, it's more than 60 videos already, 1,000 Pinoy success trades. Hindi ko na ilagay lahat sa isang video yung mga successful trades, no? But I tried to put as much as I can, no? So, i-share ninyo, pag lumabas itong video na to tomorrow, please share this to your friends and share this to your loved ones na gusto mong matulungan how to be profitable sa crypto trading, no? And here, diniscuss natin lahat, including yung mga basics, yung ano yung mga kailangan mo malamang videos, and then dalawa yung ginawa nating marketing material, isang pang small screen, tsaka isang pang YouTube video, no? So, yan. So, tomorrow when this comes out, please paki-share ninyo, paki-like din, and paki-share sa maraming tao para maraming matulungan, no? And then, in the future, mga moderators natin, mga mahal nating moderators, I'm also excited sa ating ikapihan mamaya. Kailangan, Daniel, may pati si Chriselle, si Bernadette, saka si Milka, kailangan meron kayo mga, mga dance number. Di ba, Joms tsaka Zild, kailangan meron silang dance number, di ba? Anyway, sa mga moderators ko, ito na yung isi-send yung video kung merong tatanong ano ba yung kailangan unahin, ano yung where will they go, just send this video. I made a video already para magamit na ninyo, right? Para mabilis na. For example, may nagtanong, ano pong uunahin? Nangyari, someone ask in the forum or someone ask in anywhere, no? Just use this, bookmark this video, just send it to them para maunawaan nila how to navigate. I explained everything here. Tsaka, binigyan natin ng context, ano ba yung mga testimonies para at least mas meron silang context on how to navigate the information in our free YouTube video. So thank you guys. And then before we move forward, I just like to make sure that I mentioned to everyone, so yung lumabas na yung recording ng Crypto Night Live, kung gusto niyo ulit-ulitin, yung Tambalang Galamax and Ashley, available na yan sa ating YouTube channel. It's Crypto Night Live with Coach MirandaMiner yung title. Just click on this, no? And then, of course, yung ating Hollow Block Man. Ito yung pangatlong video, yung Earn 500% Profits, nakapagtayo na ng pundasyon ng kanyang bahay. So yan, watch that video para you're also updated to everything that's happening or ano yung mga kanyang sinabi from a context perspective. Okay? So maraming salamat pa rin sa mga nanood kagabi. I think it was a very successful event, no? Ang daming mga nag-chat, mga kinilig. Ang tawag nila kahapon sa show natin kahapon was finding a date with Miranda ba yun sabi nyo? O yung parang mga it's a date conversation. Kasi pag sinabi mong it's a date, parang way back 1994 pa yun Coach Miranda Di ba? So parang way back, It's a Date Channel 9, 1992, 1993, napaghahalataan, Coach, yung edad mo. No, but sabi ko nga, ang ating show kahapon is about learn-entertainment. No? Tandaan niyo yung bagong word na yan. Learn entertainment. It's combination of learning and entertainment. Yan yung Mr. and Miss Searchy. Nako, 1991 yata yan eh. Napaghahalataan yung edad mo, Andy Diaz, Raylin Guevara, at saka ang gwapo daw ng boses mo, Gala Max. Baka kailangan ikaw yung mas maunang mag-face reveal kaysa kay Coach. Anyways, guys, relax lang tayo. It's a Sunday, no? It's a Sunday and just relax and feel good Sunday tayo today, no? In fact, I just wanted to let you know, okay, wag kayo malulungkot, that starting tomorrow, ang ating live is going to be only at 10 p.m. onwards. Bakit? Because by Tuesday, start na ng ating Batch 1 Pioneer Class for Miranda University Elite Beginner and Intermediate. Start na tayo ng classes and I'm really excited. I prepared a lot of things for you bilang ating estudyante and I just sent an email sa ating Batch 2 and Batch 3. No, if you are a Batch 2 and a Batch 3 and you got an email from Coach, no? Dalawa yung sinend kong email today. Nag-send ako ng email sa lahat ng batches from Batch 2 to 8. A reminder, guys, to only deal with Coach MirandaMiner. Ano ibig sabihin? Make sure that yung email na na-receive mo is coming from mirandaminer@yahoo.com. Okay, that's my official Yahoo address, no? Walang .ph, walang org, walang anything. It's mirandaminer@yahoo.com, no? Miranda, one word, MirandaMiner. Walang Miranda.miner. It's only one word, MirandaMiner, okay? And then, if you think that you see an email that's suspicious, just make sure you i-PM mo lang si Coach Miranda. Okay, i-PM mo ako sa aking Facebook. I'll definitely confirm kung official ba yung na-receive mong email or why not. Ang sinend ko lang email is, yung unang-una, make sure that you only communicate with my official email address. Number 2, nag-send ako ng email only for Batch 2 and Batch 3 for you to start completing Step 1 and Step 2. Step 1 is registration. Step 2 is for your you need to sign a learning agreement, okay? And then yung ating love fee, kailangan mo i-settle yun. Then I will send you an official pre-reading material, etc. etc. No? So yun lang ang mga sinend kong email. Dalawang email lang yon. So make sure that you have that email kung Batch 2 and Batch 3 ka. Ang schedule ng ating classes is on ang ating Batch 1 announce ko lang ng mabuti, no? Ang ating Batch 1 is going to be on Tuesday, June 8. No? Ang beginner is at 7 p.m. Ang intermediate is 3 p.m. Manila. Ang Batch 2 is on June 15. That's 1-5. The same schedule for beginner and intermediate. Ang batch number 3 is on June 22. That's Tuesday. Okay? And then ang batch number 4 is on June 29. June 29. Ang average size ng class natin is around 20. 20 yung average class size. Minax out ko na yan kasi nung una 16 lang. And dami nyo eh. Yung aking, ang nag-enroll sa inyo sa beginner is already almost 210. 210 enrollees. Yung nagbigay ng information to express their intent. No? Yun yung mga kailangan kong sendan ng how to yung step 1 and step 2. So sobrang dami nyo. So, the best that I can do is to make it up to 20. Yung mga moderators, magsisit in sila, no? They're gonna be on top of the 20. So, that's the best that I can do, guys. So, sorry, I'm not after for paramihan. Hindi ko gusto yung 50 in a class. Hindi pwede yun, no? So, kailangan i-control natin yung batch. And then, of course, sa batch 1 natin, Pioneer batch, that's gonna be a very, very good batch because kayo yung mauuna sa ating tutok na system, no? So, I'm excited to see all of you in the Zoom. I already sent the Zoom invite on yesterday. Sinend ko kahapon, pati yung pre-learning material, sinend ko na sa batch 1 yan. And then sa batch 2, you will receive the Zoom invite on June 12. That's on Independence Day, Saturday. You will receive all the pre-reading materials on June 12 for the June 15 class. Now, if you're batch 1, I want to make sure that you read my learning material. Okay, yung pre-reading material because that's very, very important. Merong kinalaman dyan yung ating topics. Okay, topics natin for the actual learning class. No, so ganyan si Coach. Gusto niya merong before ka pa nag-aaral, before ka pa mag-start ng day 1, may binabasa ka na. And that's my style. I want to make sure you have your pre-work para when you come into the class, you're more than ready, to start the day 1 of the class and take, i-maximize mo yung 4 days natin. It's gonna be 4 days straight, no? 1 hour and a half each per day. No? It's gonna be really, really intensive. So please make sure, and then for batch 2 and onwards, wait nyo lang yung information from coach. May mga nagbayad na at nagsettle na at nagpadala na ng kanilang learning agreement for batch 2. So wait lang kayo. And I will send the entire batch email by Saturday, June 11. Okay? All right. So more on that. Thank you guys again for all of your support. And then i-highlight ko na din ang ating Facebook groups, no. Ang dami kong nilalagay na important information dito. And I just wanted to make sure I say thank you to all of you, no. Sobrang iniingatan ninyo ang ating culture of supporting each other. So nakikita ko naman you're following our house rules. House rules, posting rules, commenting rules. And si Galamak, sabi niya kanina, Coach, okay pa rin sa Discord. So thank you guys for really living and breathing our culture of malasakit. So thank you sa inyo. And I also sent here the schedule. Yan, kakadiscuss pa lang natin, no. So I sent here the schedule. Puno na ang ating batch 7. May batch 8 na rin ngayon. Kahapon ko lang nabuo. And then yung batch 4 natin, yung ating batch 4 is actually ongoing for. Actually, puno na yung batch 4. Kakapuno lang kanina. So the incoming batch would already be batch 5, batch 6, and batch 7 for intermediate. Okay? So, ayan ang class schedules natin. And then if you are a beginner, okay, let's say you're from batch 1, I will encourage you to do the intermediate class as well. Okay? I will encourage you to do the intermediate class. Mag-enroll, mag-send ka ng intent letter sa batch 4 to 7 para mailagay na kita dyan. Mas maganda yan kasi pag batch 1 ka, natapos mo yung training mo noong June 11, at least by June 28, may experience ka na. Meron ka na experience para magamit mo and become ready to become an intermediate student. Okay? Yan. So, ang dami nating updates dyan. And then, sa mga nalilito, as I've said, gumawa na ako ng video. Right? Kung di nyo maantay yung video, gumawa ako ng isang post on my personal Facebook account. Add me there, no? It's MirandaMiner. I-add no ako dyan. And then, I actually posted something. Siguro lahat na ng video to. Nalagay ko na lahat dito. Yun, lahat ng mga available na URL, it's all here. So yung weekly formal classes, andyan na lahat ng URL. Yung for Binance noobs or noobs schedules. DeFi schedule, DeFi videos, coins, and then I also have the intermediate learners. Andito na lahat yung video. So you guys could also use this and share this, no? 7 na yung nag-share. And then yung isang post ko kanina, around 31 na yung nag-share nun. Ang dami na nag-share. This one. This video, I have 31 shares. Feel free to share this. If they have zero idea on what is cryptocurrency, just use this post para malaman nila how to navigate our learning system. Ngayon, kung gusto niyo talagang ma-explain ng maayos, wait for my video tomorrow. Okay? Kasi maraming ganyan no? We have grown significantly. We already have 14,700 subscribers. Para nung isang araw, kaka 14,000 pa lang natin, no? I think that was Friday. Ngayon, almost mag-15,000 na tayo. Sobrang bilis, guys. So, I'm sure maraming bago. And for us to guide the newbies, this is the way to go. No? Just give this to them, and I also posted this in our Facebook groups, no? All right? Okay, so let's all go now with this video, no? This is the video na nakalagay sa YouTube ngayon, anonymous message to Elon Musk. Right? Anonymous message to Elon. I'm sure you've seen all of this, no? You've seen this, and this is something that siguro nakita nyo na, no? I won't play this anymore, but this was the video of an anonymous. Ang sabi niya sa video na to, parang sinasabi niya in a nutshell, sabi niya, you've been enjoying the billionaires list for quite some time. And then parang, in a nutshell, ang ibig niya sabihin dyan is, you need to be careful on the things you're promoting or you're pronouncing because it's impacting the market sentiment, no? So I think this is taken from I don't know. We don't know kung sino to, baka taga India to or whoever. It sounds like merong accent na English, baka taga US din to, no? Or baka din siya din 'yan. Baka siya din yan, you would never know, 'di ba? So, at the end of the day, it is a free space, it's social media, anyone could put anything, no, that they would like, no. But the only thing I'd like to say here, guys, is at the end of the day, this is just a potential, could be a propaganda, right? Could be a potential uh, force to neutralize the impact, right? Because if you guys would have recalled, when we were charting BTC, ang sabi ko kahapon, pag nabasag na yung support line ng triangle, then it could further go down. True enough, kung nabasag niya, bumagsak pa. Buti nga nag-recover agad eh. Diba? So I think this is for the most part an information that is wanting to just neutralize the current market sentiment, because every time that there is a market sentiment, what's happening is, every time that there is a tweet from him, the market sentiment follows, right? And you know, as a retailer, you have a lot of information in your fingertips. The only thing I'd like to say is that you need to consume, but you need to filter. You need to consume, but you need to filter, because too much information. Sabi nila, information is power. Totoo yun. Information is power, but too much information can overwhelm you. Sabi nga nila, analysis paralysis. Right? There's too much analysis, it will paralyze you. Right? So you gotta be careful as well with the information that you process. You need to be very mindful that yes, you're okay to consume. Consume everything. Diba? But you need to filter what you apply. Because at the end of the day, it's gonna be you and your money in your wallet that will define your next steps in your future. Okay? So it's for all of the listeners, we're 177 today. I hope that tandaan niyo yan, no? At the end of the day, no? And then when this came out, let's look at the charts, no? Let's look at the charts. Let's try to go for let's try to chart this. Let's try to chart our BTC USDT. Let's go for the 1 hour. Right, and we were actually charting this yesterday, right? We were charting this yesterday. And ang sabi natin dito, let's go to the 15 minutes. And ang sabi natin dyan, there's actually a formation of a triangle, no? Let's go a trading view. There you go. So this was the triangle that I drew yesterday, diba? And what I was saying yesterday is that if this one is nabasag, right? Pag ito nabasag, then definitely this can further go down. Although it bounced a little bit. It bounced a little bit, pero the bounce did not win because the market followed. The market followed the capitulation, or the not capitulation but the market sentiment, no? But look at that right now. It's actually going back upwards, no? So yung mga nakasalo dyan sa ilalim, right? This is actually, let me try to measure this. This is actually a price range delta of around 3.54%. So 3.61% volatility. At least very controlled pa din. No? But of course, nag-start yun sa taas. Let's start from here. Almost 8% volatility. Pero after the 3% na nag-dive siya beyond the support line, nag-bounce agad yan, Nag-bounce agad yan. So it's still within the box na tinasabi natin kahapon. It's still within the box. Look at this box, right? Look at this one. It's still within this box, right? In fact, if you actually do a fib here, if you do a Fibonacci here, if we let's do a Fibonacci retracement. If you look at this one as your retracement and look at the pinaka-bottom, this one, right? It tried to penetrate the lower portion of the 0.236, right? But it didn't win. It just bounced there. Umakit na naman siya, no? So, ang mangyayari dyan, pag bumalik yan sa ano, if that goes back to the 0.5 line, which is 36,862, then there's a potential for this to recover and go back. No? And as I've said, guys, BTC, right? If this goes back here, let's say let's assume that this chart will go back here, no? Let's assume that this trend will go back here on this line, right? What would that do? What would that mean to the market, no? If this goes back here at binutas niya to pataas, it could further go back up. Or another potential way is this can go down further here. Right? So ang antabayanan nyo dyan, okay, let's go to the bigger wave. Dapat, this one should not further go down 35,006. If this goes down to 35,006, it could further go down, down, down. And if it needs to be coupled with a major catalyst, no? And let's look at the volume. Let's look at the volume, right? Yeah, no. There was a interesting red crayon that signifies the volume. Right? There is a volume potential for this area. Ito niyo yan? You see that, right? So if there's a potential volume, look at this volume trend, no? There's a volume potential. It's above average, right? So obviously there is a reason why this is happening, but not as heavy as this one. Not as heavy as this volume. Right? Look at that volume. Nung May 19. Right? So meaning this particular trend, even if it's actually a drop to the triangle, it's still controlled. It's still within the volatility that we were hoping will happen. Right? True enough, look at the 7-day percentage difference. It's only 0.87%. Right? So it's still within that range, no? Right? It's still within that range. It's just that people are so myopic. They're so nearsighted that they feel that, okay, this sudden drop is like, oh, is it bearish? Is it end of the world? No. I don't think so. I don't think so. Unless I see this type of selling volume again. This one, no? Unless we see this type of selling volume again, right? This high of a selling volume. Look at that. Right? Look at that volume. Right? And look at this, how low this volume is. Look at this volume. Right? Comparative to that volume, it's nothing. Right? So net, it's still consolidating. It's still consolidating, and it's actually bouncing on major support areas. It's bouncing on major support areas. Right? Ang pinakamalalim na support area was even lower than 32K. It's around 31K. Right? But this one is actually at less than, actually nag-bounce sa 35K. So you need to remember based on this analysis that this one, based on the fib, this one should never go down to 35,006. At least nag-bounce lang yan dito. Right? Just bounce here. Right? So, it needs to recover the 36,879, and it should further go upwards. Right? Otherwise, it should break this particular trend line. This one. See that? So this one should break this trend line. That's the first one. Okay? So let's remove all the EMAs. They have no value. Right? Does that make sense, guys? Type 1 if you understand. Type 1 if you understand what I'm trying to say. I'm giving you insights, no? It's gonna be up to you, no? To obviously follow. Of course, may nababasa kayo dun sa baba. It's gonna be trade at your own risk. But Coach MirandaMiner is giving you some insights where this could potentially go. Where could this potentially go from a technician standpoint? And why am I using the technical part? Because to be honest, there is no negative sentiment or catalyst. There's no reason for this coin to go down. There's absolutely none. In fact, sinabi ko kanina sa aking Facebook post. I said this earlier. Sabi ko sa post ko kanina, and a country now, there is a country. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Bitcoin is now, actually, there's the legislation of sa El Salvador is going to pass a bill. Medyo advances si Cointelegraph. Sabi niya sa Bitcoin, legal tender na daw. But in reality, the legislation of this country is going to submit a bill to adopt and do some mass adoption of the coin. So if you have a mass adoption of the coin, Eddie, what does that mean? Diba? What does that mean? A country, it starts with one country, guys. Trust me when I say this. It starts with one country. After one country, another country will follow, another country will follow. Right? And if you're holding a Bitcoin today, if you're holding if you're not holding a Bitcoin, sorry, if you're holding a Bitcoin today and you sell it, I'd like you to see this. I'd like you to see this post. This post was way back December 2010. Sabi niya sa post niya, I bought 200 Bitcoins. The simplest way to turn USD into Bitcoins. I could only hope hindi niya binenta yan, diba? He could only hope this person did not sell that Bitcoin. If this person did not sell, right? Magkano yan, guys? I-compute natin. How much could that be? 200 Bitcoins times $38,000 is a whopping $7,600,000. Right? Or in Philippine peso, it is 364 million pesos. So if you're not buying, if you're going to sell your coin today, I want you to think again. I don't want you to post 10 years from now and say, what did I just do? Right? Another post. This was a survey way back December 31, and the survey said, will Bitcoin reach $1,000 before 2017? What do you guys think of this post? What could have been your answer? Type on the comment box below. What could have been your answer? This is something that's very interesting, no? I mean, honestly, today, 2021, you could only honestly tell yourself, sana nag-hold ako. I would have hodled, right? And look at that, guys. I mean, this is just barely 4 years ago, and the price of this coin is $1,000. And Coach MirandaMiner, in many of his live sessions, sabi niya, the coin can grow to $100,000 by September based on the stock and flow model. Right? So, do you want to have a diamond hands? Do you want to have a diamond hands or no? Right? It's going to be up to you. It's going to be up to you to follow or you know, it's up to you. At the end of the day, it's going to be up to you to decide, right? To decide if, you know, Bitcoin is going to be up to you. But I'm already giving you, I'm not saying it's a prophecy, but I'm already telling that this particular tweet was just 4 years ago. And just look at one more tweet, no? Look at this. This was a tweet way back 2010. Sabi niya, I might be late to the party, but Bitcoin is definitely the second most interesting thing I've ever found in a while. No, I hope that he bought. Diba? I hope we could only hope that he bought, diba? And let me just try to open that email again. Let's go back there, no? Sabi pa ng isang post, All right, time to trade my Christmas gift cards on IRC for Bitcoins. Nearly the entire extended family is intrigued. Another one, just learned about Bitcoin.org. Probably won't leave the realm of geeks. 2010 to ha, but it has some really neat ideas about electronic currency systems. Right? There are two types of traders today. One, a trader that has the information but did not do anything about the information. Number two is the trader that has the information and acted on the information that he has today. So all of us today are the number ones. All of us have the information. All of us have the information in our hands, in our heads. You would not be the number one kung wala ka dito, you're not gonna be the number one. Kasi for sure, there's a reason why are you in this live. And the reason is you are interested with Bitcoin. But what separates the number one to the number two is if the number two, konti lang ang number two. The number two are the people who acted on the information that they have. Are they going to hodl? Are they going to start buying? Or they will wait until they forget? So which are you today? Who are you on this? Are you going to be another Dwayne Johnson? Are you going to be another Dwayne Johnson that bought 200 Bitcoins? I think all of us will be a Dwayne Johnson, but the question is, did Dwayne Johnson sell? Or did he hodl 10 years after? And if you did, welcome to the club. If you did not, welcome to the club. Welcome to the 2024 millionaires. All right? So much for that. No, I hope that you learn something from this. And of course, it's going to be your own money. It's your own money. No, don't let Coach MirandaMiner influence the way you decide on your money. But one thing for sure that I'm going to be saying, it's going to be the rule of 3, 50, 25, 25. Put something to hold. Put something to hold. Right? I'll be honest with you. The cheapest Bitcoin I bought was $16,000. 1.6. And I'm hodling until right now. Right? I did not sell when it was 60. Why will I sell if it was 38? In fact, it's a back to the future for me. It's back to the future. Why? Because when it was 62, people were all praying, can it go down? Can it go down so I could enter? And right now it's 30, 38. People are like, oh, will it further go down? Baka. Right? But what is a $38,000 to a $37,000, right, difference? And all of a sudden, 6 months from now, it's $100,000. Right? Anyways, another news is there was a question yesterday about what's happening with Solana, no? And this is one of those that's actually driving Solana to a very bullish trend, no? So it says here Solana-related news has surfaced a number of headlines in recent months. The blockchain has now appears headed for a major stride with significant funding for its surrounding ecosystem. So obviously, you guys know there's a Solana ecosystem. If you don't know, go to cryptocurrency.com. Look at this Solana Eco. When you click Solana ecosystem, you will see a series of coins that you could actually trade within their system. Namely, Chainlink, Solana, Terra, The Graph, Airweave, Ren, Serum, Civic. I discussed all of this in my May 2021 prediction to invest. And in fact, Solana was less than I think less than around $20 that time. Right? So how much is it right now? It's around 40. So one of the drivers obviously was going back there. Sorry, let me go back there. Where is that again? I think I lost it. Here. This is their ecosystem in the market. right? So that's just one of the news, no, from a Korean Solana information. Obviously, there is a Korean heavy funding, a new $20 million Solana Eco Fund constructed by ROK Capital from Korea. This is from Korea. Okay, so this is what's driving the Solana trend to be almost. This is 40%. Wow, sarap, no? 40.94. Congratulations. No? So watch out for my June prediction. It's gonna be out next week. But congratulations, no? Congratulations to those, right? Anyways, and then let's all go to one more news today. Let me open it. Ayan. So a lot of news today. Yeah, you guys know. I discussed yesterday, no? Obviously the owner of Square and Twitter, they're going to invest around $5 million to build solar power Bitcoin mining facility, right? Yeah, and so financial payments company Square and Bitcoin infrastructure firm called Blockstream are teaming up to build a solar powered Bitcoin mining facility to show the world that Bitcoin can be green. So obviously I discussed this yesterday. Sabi ko si Jack Dorsey mentioned in the in the Miami conference, no, which second day kanina. Sabi niya, I don't think there's anything more important in my lifetime to work on but Bitcoin, no. So for a Twitter executive and Square executive to say that that's something, right? That's something, no. And then I'm sure you guys have probably seen Elon Musk's as well in the tweets. Let me just try to open his account. Daming information today, guys, no? A lot of good information to really absorb. Sobrang very info overload, no? All right, let me read this, no. Don't kill what you hate, save what you love. And then nakakatawa dito, guys, no. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. Have you guys seen this have you guys seen this show? There was in the Bitcoin conference, okay? In the Bitcoin conference, this guy, look at what this guy was wearing. Right? Look at what this guy is wearing. This guy is wearing a Dodge t-shirt. The Dodge Army is doing anything to talk about Bitcoin, Dogecoin in a Bitcoin conference. Diba? So this is kind of interesting. And kind of interesting that someone from a Dodge Army wearing a Dodge shirt all of a sudden, just look at that video, and he was like surprised. He was surprised. No? He was like, what the hell is going on? Diba? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Right? And then all of a sudden, this guy, boom. Boom. It's just crazy Miami conference second day. Right? Anyways, let's go with the other news. It's just crazy day. All right, guys, this was the Bitcoin stock and flow model that I was talking about. Right? This is something that, again, this is your first time in my channel, this is what I was talking about for many weeks now. That based on this model, this seems to be very accurate. Right? Because tatandaan ninyo that anytime that we are approaching the next halving season, the price of the coin would go down. Right? The price of the coin would go down. So look at this, no? So on 2014, look at this red one. Look at this red, no? We are actually on the red and yellow zone, no? So on the red 2013, the price was $15, no? And then come the bull, it was $120, but it went down. Went down to back to around 99, went down again, right? It went down from all-time high of 114, went down, no? And then it went back up again to $835, right? And then went down again. So it's the green one, it is the color code, no? When you reach the blue, you're already in the halving season. When you're the orange, this is the start of the new season, right? So this one, after the blue, this was already $654. And then come the halving season. And then come the yellow season again. Yellow, 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 yellow. It went up to $8,000. Went down again. You know, every time there's an orange or a yellow, it goes down. And it becomes yellow again. That's the peak. No? So if you follow this model, the orange, it obviously is a sign of it going down because kakatapos lang ng red and then orange season na. After the blue season, blue, red, orange, no? The orange is a sign, in a very layman's term, it's going down. But after that, look at this, guys. Look at the previous yellows. Look at the previous yellows. What happens? Bitcoin will shoot up. And based on this forecast, by October of 2028, the price of Bitcoin would have been at $105,000. Very conservatively. Right? Then approaching the next halving season. And by the way, there's only 21 million Bitcoin. And they're not doing any more Bitcoin at all. The only time you could start earning Bitcoin is when you trade, right? And what happens when people start keeping their Bitcoin? They will not sell it. They're going to be holding it. It would become a very precious commodity. And what happens when the supply of a particular resource becomes scarce? What happened? Look at what happened to gold. When there's a scarcity of a commodity, the price will shoot up. No? So something for you guys to really think about. Something for you guys to think about, right? So again, there's a lot of people going back to the topic of our 5 o'clock live, no? Obviously the anonymous. Let's go back there. Information is power. A lot of information is going to be on your fingertips, right? People could do propaganda. People could use information at their own propaganda, right? And people could use information at their own benefit. And the same information is in your hands today. Just going to my narrative here. The same information is in your hands today to avoid hoping that they continued to not be the same Dwayne Johnson 10 years ago and hoping that he saved it. The same information that will help you and empower you to become the people who probably chose yes in the survey. And those who chose no are probably part of statistics right now because they just said no. And probably they sold. And people 10 years ago saying this could have been something that very interesting. Ikaw guys, I will challenge you. Hanggang dyan na lang ba ang iyong mindset? Will you just will you just say that this is just a figment of my imagination? Everything is in front of you right now. Look at this growth, no? 10 years ago, if you look at 10 years ago, this 2010. 2010, the price was 0.38 cents per Bitcoin. And right now, it's 38. 38 something. Right? 38 something $1,000. So, and then the future is going to be hundred thousands of dollars per coin. And another country, by the way, is actually saying, hey, we're going to pass a bill that would help us do mass adoption of the coin. So the biggest question mark and the million-dollar question is, where are you when all of this is happening? What will you tell your kids? Oh, by the way, I was listening to Coach MirandaMiner and Daddy, Mommy, what did you do? Diba? Now, I will challenge you. What would you do? What would you do as a potential investor of the coin? Right? Wala namang, it's not hard to say, you know what, I'll not do anything. right? And I'll tell you, as I've said already, and now I admitted, first time I'm saying it on air. I have some coins, and it's around 16. Well, not a coin, but a fraction of a coin. Around $16,000 when I bought it. Would I sell it? Absolutely not. Right? It was $62,000 last month. Last 2 months ago, April. Went down to 37, 38, and people are freaking out. It goes down to 35. Right? So I would leave you with that information on our Reflecting Sunday. And I hope that it kind of challenge you. I will not do some charting today. I already did it yesterday. I will challenge you on a Sunday and have some reflection on, is this going to be something that I will just really reflect, no? Reflect lang and see. You already are your foot is on the door already. Your foot is on the door of in the investment world. The question is, will you put your second foot to go inside, or you will go backwards and exit? The answer is yours. The answer is yours. So I would leave you with that, guys. I would leave you with a challenging note on a Sunday, and Coach MirandaMiner doesn't do that often because I just find it very, very burdening to share it. Because, guys, you need to remember there are 60,000 people in the Bitcoin conference in Miami. 60,000 people. And there are billionaires there. Right? So if billionaires are talking about something, I'm sure they woke up in the right side of the bed to think about where will they put their money. They will put their money where their mouth is. Right? So everyone is in the conference talking about so many good things. Unfortunately, people rely on one tweet of this guy. Diba? And there you go. May mga propaganda on YouTube already. So I would leave that to you guys. I hope you kind of learned something. I will challenge you. I would leave you with sort of a puzzle in mind. No, it's up to you to decide. I'm just here to give you information about what are the things you need to consider to become an informed and learned trader and investor, and hoping that in our little show, you will be aware of the power of information that's within your hands right now. All right? So, guys, with that said, I will talk to you guys at the 10 o'clock live. Thank you for your love of Coach MirandaMiner, and I hope you guys learned something for today. With my moderators and with the new moderators, be ready with your dance show at our meeting today. And guys, I love you. I love you. I love you. And I'll talk to you guys very soon.